Hi, what comes to your mind when I say lazy content? Maybe sniper wolf videos, or maybe those direct to DVD Disney sequels that they used to make around the 90s, or maybe the entirety of Call of Duty after 2015. Quote unquote lazy content is pretty much everywhere. Like when YouTubers do a comment shout out to a follow up video, to a reaction video to another Call of Duty. What is lazy content is pretty much everywhere, and girl, we have all experienced it. We wanna try to be more serious and not use stereotypical gay slang every sentence. So basically, the topics I'm gonna bring up in this video were all supposed to be like in separate videos, but I thought I'd connect them into this video because they all fit together pretty well and make a little bit of a narrative, you know? Also, don't harass anyone I talk about in this video because, I mean, what am I talking about? I have 150 subscribers, so I don't think I have an army. Don't ask why I'm in a car. I just like cars. Like the movie Cars with Owen West. Moving on. Okay. So picture yourself in 2020. Where are you at the time? Maybe watching Tommy in it like 3 in the morning. Maybe doing the strawberry cow trend on TikTok, or joining My Hero Academia role-playing Discord servers. Now for me specifically, I was playing Minecraft on a shitty laptop and also browsing Discord, but more importantly, browsing YouTube. At the time, YouTube was really caught up on this one person called That Vegan Teacher. Now, you all watching are probably like, oh my god, I just forgot about the vegan teacher. And yeah, I mean, honestly, me too. So every YouTuber at the time was attaching onto her like she was a fucking golden tit or something. And one YouTuber I remember watching shitloads of vegan teacher content from is Pancho.
Oh boy. Hey, everybody, I'm not joking when I say get a punching bag, bro, because you might need to release all that anger.
Now, before we get into this next segment, I am not trying to witch hunt Pancho. I'm not trying to attack Pancho in any sort of way. I'm just using him as an example for this type of content that I'm gonna dive into. So Pancho is a part of a genre in YouTube commentary, which basically all follow the same formula. Let me present, okay? So basically, I want to choose something to react to because this is just like a more subtle way of a react channel, you know? But instead of talking over the video, you pause the video. So you want to choose the lowest common denominator content basically ever. Like I'm talking Dr. Phil or those fat acceptance TikToks, and in this case, the vegan teacher. So you're gonna watch the video and like say the most obvious points ever. Just the most obvious, the most basic claims ever, like ice cold takes or like hot takes that don't make any fucking sense. Like basically don't have critical thinking. That now you're gonna make sure you repeat that exact same point like 8 times, and then you're done. In the editing room, you just want to snag some kind of gameplay footage, preferably recorded by you, but that's not really that important to be honest. Then while making the thumbnail, you're gonna get a picture of the person you're talking about, preferably a quite unflattering picture of them, like where they look a little bit ugly. Then you gotta cut them from the background, add some blur to the background, preferably some Gaussian blur or some motion blur, and boom, export. Don't forget to title it something super over dramatic and vague, and yep, tutorial over. It is very obvious that these react channels just do what Leafy did in 2016. The thing is that they don't really evolve at all, and they don't fucking want to. Every single channel making this genre of content is absolutely flopping. Like I'm talking 50k per videos when they have like 1 million subscribers. I'm not trying to call out specific names because I'm not trying to start beef with anyone, even if it's unintentional, and starting beef with someone would be really fucking pathetic for a channel like me. And by the way, I only used Pancho as an example because I used to watch him in 2020. So anyways, back to the topic. So they're flopping. They're really flopping. They don't get any fucking views. Do you know what they resort to? That's right, far-right content. I don't like to refer to stuff or like any kind of content as far-right content because I'm not like a political channel. I'm not like a centrist either, so this is just basically far-right content. Is the prime example of that. I mean, Pancho himself has a fucking playlist on YouTube called Woke Cornballs with videos like Gen Z can define what a woman is, and I don't know who's gonna tell him, bestie, but you are 21. You are a fucking Gen Z. Like, imagine not wanting to be a fucking part of Gen Z. Like, do you want to be a millennial? Do you want to be a fucking Harry Potter stan? Do you really want that? Or do you want to define what a fucking woman is? The choice is yours. I'm just saying. Anyway, so recently these channels really latch onto these quote-unquote woke themes. Like, they latched onto the vegan teacher earlier, or like Dr. Phil or something like that, but they don't get any views anymore. So they just resort to like these woke stuff, I'm just gonna use Pancho again for this example. So if you go to his playlist, he has it nicely laid out and organized. Okay, so we have here Woke Cornballs, which I mentioned previously, 11 videos. Then we have the Dr. Phil saga, where, by the way, in every single video actually defends Dr. Phil, which is like very sad, not just weird. If you want to know more, watch this video by Big Joel. That one has 12 videos. Then we have Darman the Chronicles with a total of 18 fucking videos. And of course the classic Karen Apocalypse with 21 videos. And then we have, of course, the Pancho Magnum Opus Vegan Teacher the Saga with a total of 24 videos. And not gonna lie, I'm kind of low-key jealous because he probably made bang from that. Like, Jesus. And don't get me wrong here at all, I know I'm high-key using Pancho as like a punching bag right now, but at the time everybody was doing this. And not just at the time, like they're doing this right now too. Like if you search up Vegan Teacher, there are like hundreds and hundreds of videos like this, these like rant videos, because not just Pancho specifically, but everybody in this genre of commentary is milking the shit out of everything they can. Like once they found a subject, they're not letting go. If they suppress like 60k views, never again are they fucking dropping it for like 2 years. Also, shout out to Ben of the Week, Parasinical, and D'Angelo Wallace for making the only good and informative videos about the Vegan Teacher, especially Ben of the Week, because Jesus fucking Christ, I would have killed myself if I was him. Anyways, for years these channels have been really latched onto this topic, but times have changed now. Oh bestie, they are fucking flopping right now. For example, I don't see a channel of this kind over like 100k views on a video in like the past 7 months or a year. And don't quote me on that because I didn't actually check that. I think I know exactly the reason why. So the target audience moved on. And you know why I know this? It's because I was the fucking target audience of these videos. So in 2020, I was a very different person. I mean, I was practically still a child. And at the time, I really thought I was the smartest fucking person on planet Earth. Like, I really thought that I epically owned every single one of my opponents in any argument. And I was really cynical and like really critical too and of everything. Because I didn't have any word experience. Like, the only experience I got was from the internet. And I really used to eat up these topics like transgenderism and like non-binary people and like James Charles. And look at me now, I'm a twink. I swear to God, to centrist from Twink Pipeline is real. It's fucking real. So you might be asking, where am I going with this? Well, the kids who think and act like how I did at the time, I used to watch Pancho, now just have better alternatives. Maybe they want a little bit of a Andrew Tate moment. Maybe they want a little bit of a TikTok alt-right, like Nick Foster moment. Maybe they are having a bit of an Aiden Ross XQC Sneeko kind of kick rumble moment. Who knows? The only thing I know is that the only people watching CSGO surf type commentary content on YouTube are sweaty, annoying 16-year-olds who just can't shut up during history class and say that they have dark humor when in reality they're just a fucking asshole. Also, don't show these people Arca because they're gonna flip the fuck out. Oh my god. I just tried to rearrange some shit. You bitches can't even let me do that. So this one actually hurts a lot more because it hits too close to home this time. So Radal is a creator I've been following since 2020, 2019. Oh my fucking god, that's 4 years ago. Jesus fucking Christ, oh my god, stop burping. He used to make these little GTA gameplay videos, and his whole gimmick was that he would edit the shit out of them and make these like really good like 10 to 8 minute videos. Around 2021 and 2020, you can notice a shift in his content, and you know that happens in YouTube content. Like Pyrocynical changed his content a bunch of times, I changed my content a bunch of times, and look at me, I'm the best fucking channel ever. So basically it's nothing new. At first it wasn't even that severe or bad per se, you know, like you can still see some GTA in there, but still these few videos would change the way that Radal made his content, you know, and change the focus of it all. And that change was reaction videos. Radal didn't have the worst reaction videos ever. Like, he was making these videos where he donated like some money to, I'm gonna sit here. So he would make some videos where he would donate like hot tub streamer some money. That doesn't really count as reaction video, and his reactions weren't even lazy. Like, you all probably know what reputation reaction videos have, and if you don't, they are the peak of what we call lazy content here on YouTube. That's why I mentioned Sniper Wolf in the intro. She's been getting called out continuously since like 2019 or even before that for having low effort reaction content and not giving credit to creators that she's reacting to. Don't mind the bread. Don't mind this. I'm having too much sex in this bed. It's bound to broke sometimes. Since YouTube has existed, reaction content existed alongside it. For example, do you remember Jinx? I know, because I was fucking 9 when he was uploading and didn't know English at the time. Reaction content today is much more different than how it used to be, because now it's streamers like XQC and like Hassan who are also being called out for being lazy.
I'm not actually walking away for an extended period of time. Like, what are you supposed to do if there's an emergency?
Alright, here's what to do if there's an emergency situation while you're watching a video. You pause.
In my opinion, Radal isn't guilty of any kind of content thievery or having lazy reactions like other people. So what is he guilty of then? What the fuck are we here for? So I'm basically gonna explain why he changed this content and the effects of it. So basically this is the effects that Radal had on society being his own channel. So what do you picture when I say a person who consumes GTA content? Basically short form GTA content, not like a YouTube short, or like a video that's shorter than 10 minutes. Because what I picture is little Timmy from like Uzbekistan trying to watch his video on a half-working BlackBerry tablet, and Radal admitted to having that exact kind of audience. In his video titled "All My Videos Are Getting Copyright Claimed, Reason Is Absurd," he rants about companies copyright claiming his most viral videos like for like 8 seconds of audio. I am not monetized at all, probably won't be in the future either. So I personally can't relate to this kind of problem that Radal has, but I totally get where he's coming from. You know, we all have to make a living. In the same video though, he also expresses his disappointment with the amount of money he's getting paid, and he says himself the reason that he's getting this kind of revenue is because firstly, GTA San Andreas has a low CPM, and the amount of effort to amount of money ratio is just not worth it.
From GTA San Andreas, I need to put so much effort into this shit, and in the end I get demonetized anyways. What's the point, to be honest? What's the point? It was fun at the beginning where I didn't put as much effort, but nowadays, bro, like my video projects are like 1 terabyte big. Like one video, absolute trash CPM compared to what's actually possible with a YouTuber my size.
And you know, I completely get that also. If a video I made took like 2 years and like 2 terabytes of storage, for it to make no money whatsoever, yeah, I'll never do it again. But secondly, he also said that his videos compared to other channels the same sizes as him are receiving trash revenues, and it's because of his audience. So the whole part where I asked you to picture a GTA content consumer wasn't just for no reason. It's because it is Radal's audience. That is exactly the audience he has. I already said like 7 times. I'm not even the one to say that, he's the one that says that.
My fan base isn't the most wealthy. A lot of my fans come from Southeast Asia. That's also one of the reasons, I mean that's the main reason why my RPM is so little.
Did I fucking... I did my makeup so pretty for this video for it all just to be gone. So basically how this works is that advertisers pay different amounts to YouTube for ad space depending on which country you are putting the ads, like projecting the ads onto. I don't know if that makes sense. So you basically don't see the same ads for like American YouTube to like Japanese YouTube or like Russian YouTube. You see different kinds of ads, and maybe like Mongolian YouTube ads don't pay as much as American YouTube ads because the target audience of those countries like America are more likely to buy the product that they're advertised to, like they're not third world countries. But like I said, I would argue that Radal's audience is mostly children, and obviously not all of them are, but the majority of them are, and that plays a huge part in the next section because it doesn't affect the money he's getting, it affects the content he's going to make in the future. So on July 14, 2022, I got a notification on my phone. It was a Radal video titled "Actual Obese Person Reacts to Fat Acceptance" with a fucking period at the end. And this was the thumbnail to the fucking video. What the fuck? What the fuck was my initial reaction to all of this? I clicked on it with extreme pessimism, but I still clicked on it because, you know, he was Radal. I liked him at the time. And what I saw was exactly what I expected from that title and thumbnail. So basically in this video, Radal explains how he was an actually obese person since like he was 4 years old, and he has now lost some weight and stuff, and that some people being probably no one asked him about his opinion on the quote-unquote fat acceptance movement. Then he reacts to quote-unquote fat acceptance movement, and that's basically it. So guess the view count this video got. A hint if you would like one. His previous video, which was about donating to hot tub streamers, has 3.5 fucking... I'm never gonna see that amount of fucking views in my life. Am I jealous? Yes, but that's not the point why I'm making this video. So you best believe Radal is not going to miss the opportunity to milk this little fat acceptance thing a little bit more. We have here actual obese person reacts to Nikocado Avocado featuring this delight as a thumbnail. Also, what is with him and the word actual? And we have I forced my babushka to watch Nikocado Avocado. That's combining two low cows in once, because babushka was his like little milked thing for like the past 3 years, and now it is fat people. Fat person reacts to fat acceptance. He finally gave up on the word actual. Fat person reacts to, in quotes, fat phobia. And we have the most recent installment in the series, ex-obese person shocked by fat acceptance, exclamation mark. How can you even be shocked by a thing you returned to 7 different fucking times? And it's like watching the same fucking horror movie like 7 times and still being scared at the jump scares. So it is very clear what's going on here. Blair White, but for fat people instead of trans people. Every single thread I fitted up until this point connects to this exact series of videos. Firstly, we have the low play rate he has found a solution to that, because this fat acceptance series is getting shit loads of views, and also the amount of work to amount of money ratio is much more friendlier than what he used to have. Secondly, his audience loves this content. I grew up in Hungary, and even here the amount of bigotry is a lot. To how much money you got, a lot. And that is also the case in the country Radal's audience comes from. Not like a country, but the countries Radal's audience goes from, what the fuck? So they really eat up this kind of content. Basically, Radal has found a gold mine. He just has to be a little bit more bigoted than usual, and also use this fucking ugly ass Mr. Beast copycat thumbnails. But that's no problem for him at all. Thirdly, like I mentioned, Radal doesn't have to put a quarter of the effort he used to put in his older videos, because I'm sure reacting to fat acceptance TikTok doesn't take 2 terabytes. In every single one of these videos, he does nothing. Just watch TikTok, pause it, and then make some like edgy joke that Leafy would make, laugh obnoxiously, punch the fucking table every single fucking time, and then rinse and repeat for like 6 more videos. The ignorance he just has in these videos are just like so fucking... they're too much for me. In this video, in the first video, he says,
I swear to God, fat people on TikTok talk more about society than the Joker, man.
But I swear to God, he is the one that's searching up fat acceptance TikTok. If you don't want to fucking see fat girls talk about society, then don't search up fat women being dumb low. That's basically like asking for a burger in a restaurant, getting the burger, and then complaining that you got a fucking burger. The main point in all 3 of these videos is that the people who glorify obesity are dumb as hell, because obesity is unhealthy, ugly, and you will die. I really wanted to make a whole critique of this way of thinking, but 2 comments under this video just take the words right out of my mouth and explain it beautifully and simplifying it. So the first one goes, I feel like it's good to accept people for who they are and to be kind, but at the same time, don't encourage people to be unhealthy. You can do that without bullying and hatred though. And the second one goes, you can be beautiful and fat. You can be a good person and fat. You deserve to be happy and love yourself regardless of your weight. That doesn't change that it isn't healthy to be fat. That doesn't mean that you should ignore the health risks involved with being fat. And you know, I don't know what's it like to be fat. I was the skinniest kid in every single one of my fucking classes that I've been. Well, no, but I'm skinny. And so I don't know what's it like living like as a fat person. But I think these explain them beautifully from an outside perspective. So, cheers, bitch. Cheers to y'all hoes. But if you think I'm fucking done critiquing Radal, the shit he says in these fucking videos just piss me the fuck off, and I am going to be debunking them for as long as my brain can take them. In actual obese person reacts to fat acceptance.
It's not workout, bro.
So many mental gymnastics to get from your leap. I don't know.
Bro, she's breathing hard, just standing and talking.
Yeah.
So as you can see, I don't know if I'm even like in the camera. So as you can see, he's reacting to a girlie who says she's fat and successful basically. But says her points are not valid because she's breathing heavily while she's talking. When she's literally not, she is not breathing heavy at all. She just took a bath. She's just breathing like a normal fucking person. Am I being like an SJW right now? Like, would Leafy make fun of me? I comment like Leafy would definitely make fun of me just by the way I fucking look. But he's a Nazi, so who cares?
Exercise regime in the past explaining that she trains with a personal trainer 4 times a week. Shut the fuck up!
So she searches up this woman he was talking about previously and finds this random uncredited website. So I don't get why it's so hard to believe that she exercises. Like there's so many, like I don't know, if you see a fat person on the street and think like she definitely hasn't touched the treadmill in his fucking life, but it's probably not the case. And I don't get why it's like so hard to imagine a fat person exercising. And yes, am I overthinking a fucking edgy joke that he made? Yes, but the joke is just so fucking stupid that I can't let it slide. In the same video, he reacts to a video of someone talking about how not all people have control over their weight or like, you know, over their bodies, which he never addresses in any of his 6 videos. He never brings up that point. The only thing we get is this screen, which is, I guess, better than nothing, but better than nothing is still basically nothing. But he completely ignores it and just focuses on how creepy her eyes are, and her eyes aren't even that fucking weird.
I cannot take people seriously who have eyes open like that. Take people seriously who have eyes open like that. Cannot take people seriously who have eyes open like that. Cannot take people seriously who cannot take people seriously who have eyes open like that.
If you're gonna ignore her completely valid point and just critique someone's appearance, then what the oh my god. He also makes this epic editing joke.
Top 10 reasons you're fat phobic. Number 1, I'm inside your walls.
Which was clipped by children 5 different times and got 10 times the amount of fucking views that my entire channel has. Just one Radar clip. Just one fucking clip. Where... And if you doubt the fact that these are children, the same person that clipped this and has this on their channel has this.
Ja wybieram skibidi toilet, nie lubi.
In your mind, you refuse to recognize the subhuman treatment of a group of people.
Stop shouting.
Saying stop shouting to a person who isn't even that fucking loud and visibly mad about doing this in the same video.
What the hell is that? What? What?
It's just like, it's like a hypocrite moment, really.
Fuck are all her comments containing unsolicited health advice from strangers? Where are the comments worried about her health, saying she's gonna die by the time she's 40? Where are the people counting her calories although she didn't ask for them? Nowhere. Go right now, click on her video, go in the comment section, and see if she even has a quarter of the hate comments I get in all of my What I Eat.
Wait, what? At first you said where are the comments? Where? Nowhere. But now you're saying a quarter of the comments that you were getting.
So this part really fucking pissed me off. I was almost screaming at my fucking screen. No, I wasn't. I'm not crazy. I'm not that crazy. Oh my fucking god. What was the point of that? Like, what the fuck was the point of that? I swear to god, do you not understand fucking words? She said, go see if she has a quarter of the comments. This isn't like the gotcha moment you think it is. Just like not understanding fucking words and like being like gotcha, and you didn't even fucking whatever.
All of my What I Eat in a Day video.
Yeah, because you're fat and she isn't. Because if you're fat, then this means that you probably eat a lot of shit like that throughout the week or the month. If she is extremely thin, a cheat day. So it means it is like an anomaly. She doesn't do it often. It's maybe once a week, once a month, once 6 months, once a year. No one knows.
In the same video he's reacting to, the girl says that she is getting bullied in her comments because when she's making these What I Eat in a Day videos, and the skinny person that makes these What I Eat in a Day videos aren't getting hate comments. So he replies to that saying that it's okay to get hate comments for eating if you're fat because then you eat more. And I guess that justifies getting hate. Like, who gives a fucking shit if the person making a What I Eat in a Day video eats more or eats less if you count your calories in the comments, you're an asshole and no one asked you. And also, if you like writing hate comments to fat people, if they make these type of videos, you're also a fucking asshole, and no one, like, there's no justifying it really, and just saying that they deserve to fucking hate. And so, like, the girl isn't even that fucking fat. Like, the hate comments saying that she's fat isn't even fucking justified, because she isn't fat. She's a normal looking person.
But this is a perfect example about how fat people get harassed and mistreated for the same exact fucking things that thin.
No, it's not. How is it the same exact thing? It's not!
Yes, it is. It is the exact same fucking thing. How in the hell is a fat person eating different from a skinny person eating? Also, fat people do get harassed and mistreated for making what I eat in a day videos, and skinny people don't. And it doesn't invalidate her point if you stretch her face. Like, that's so funny. So funny.
And you know the thing that I always notice with these videos? It's always women in their 20s who make these videos. It's never the 30, 40, 50-year-olds. I wonder what happens to the ones who are in their 50s.
Okay, so first of all, that's because people above 30 don't fucking use TikTok. They use Facebook and Instagram. Second of all, do you just like unironically think that fat people the age of 30 just die? Third of all, thirdly, the reason there are only fat women making TikTok videos and you're reacting to these videos is that they are being more oppressed for being fat and also being a woman, because, you know, misogyny exists in the world, and just pretending like they're like trying to win this oppressed Olympics, which he literally says in his videos, is just like so ignorant. And also, you're part of the fucking misogyny that they are experiencing. So that's it for this video, but there are 5 more videos with awful, terrible takes like these, and they could be debunked with just a tiny bit amount of critical thinking. But children don't have critical thinking, so that's that. I didn't know how to incorporate this into the video, but Radal doesn't just involve himself in fat phobia. He also does some casual transphobia, homophobia, and racism, which sometimes reaches Nick Foster levels of pathetic.
Damn, what do we have here? Don't swipe right on me, I'm a trans woman. Okay. Do you like black people? Yes?
Yes,
Strate mal.
ja. Beiß, nur mehr.
Why?
Weg.
Why? Look at this beautiful smile.
Nein, beiß. Beiß.
You have to be anti-racist.
But Babushka didn't really like how I set up my preferences. Alright, let's make my profile. Sexual orientation, gay.
So basically, at this point, Radal is just spoon-feeding his children dumbass audience the most annoying, lazy, boring jokes while having Mr. Beast editing so they don't click off, and pretending like he's just a person that like speaks straight facts and doesn't sugarcoat things. You know, I'm the real guy. But no, he's just being an asshole. But I don't even think that Radal is doing these only because of his fan base, or doing this only to help fat people. I think he's doing this because, one, he's just basically trying to make fun of fat people and justifying it by saying that, oh, I'm just trying to help them, I'm just trying to help them lose weight. First of all, they didn't ask for your fucking help, and second of all, there's no good criticism or help. Every single one of them is only made fun in your videos, every single fucking one of them. And two, by making fun of other fat people, he is pointing a finger at other people. But when you're pointing a finger at other people, people stop pointing the finger at you. You know, the finger is being pointed away from you. People can make fun of you for being fat when you are the one who is making fun of fat people. And also, you make these like self-deprecating jokes when you are just basically making fun of yourself. So that's why I think that Radal deserves to be in this video about lazy content, even if it's not as bad or not as lazy as the commentary content I mentioned previously, because he does still edit his videos and he is sometimes funny, but he basically resorted to bigotry to get more views and to spoon feed his children audience with more content that they like. So yeah. So something I'm a bit less serious about and something I'm a bit less passionate about. But some of these fucking TikTok videos piss me the fuck off. Also, I took off my sweater because I was low-key sweating. And also, I'm reading off a laptop. So if you see my eyes not going that way, I'm going that way. what you gonna do? But so first of all, these fucking guys that do nothing, just sit on a chair, bop their fucking heads, and just put a number of 10 under them. The account is called Gustav and Sander, and they make the most mind-numbing, dumbass, content-bait content of all time, basically. I already hate review scores in itself, and that's all they fucking do. I know I do it in my videos, but that's just for like a bit of a verdict, you know, to tie all the knots together. But honestly, it's not that important. Like, you could definitely remove the score from my videos, and nothing would change. But the fucking emphasis these people put on review scores is way too much. Every single person on the internet, basically, they take these numbers way too fucking seriously. If you go in the comment section for a video that mentioned like Anthony Fantano in any shape or form, especially a TikTok video, you bet your ass there's gonna be a minimum of 10 comments saying like he gave MBDTF a 6. People also like to completely ignore anything he says in these videos and just focus on the review scores in itself, and that's because people just like to completely ignore anything he says in his videos and just focus on the score he gives at the end. Like the amount of fucking like comparisons I see of like he rated this album an X, he rated this album an a Y. They completely ignore that first of all, this is subjective opinion, and second of all, his opinion. So I know I'm just like low-key deriding Anthony Fantano at this point, but so what these guys did, they just strip it down to the bare minimum. They don't give out any sort of a review, an opinion, a critique, not a smidge. I feel like they don't even actually listen to the song. They just like sit down, set up the camera, and just like bop to nothing, and like they edit the music in later, and that might as well be how they fucking do it, because it wouldn't make a fucking difference. I mean, they literally bop their heads to We Cry Together on the first listen. When I was listening to We Cry Together, I look like this. Also, I think they did all the ratings by just like searching the average rating for them on like Rate Your Music or something, because there is not a single hot take. Every single one of them is ice fucking cold. But when there is a hot take, that take is boiling hot fucking diarrhea. This is just fucking ridiculous. Exactly, bitch. I'm not even. Fuck y'all. Fuck you. Also, these guys never rate anything below like a 6 or a 5, because they are so shit scared of opinions that they would just like rather not do that, I guess. Also their videos are like so easy for comment baiting. I swear to god, they will rate something like a perfect 10 out of 10, and someone in the comments will be like, should have been an 11, should have been like a 12, should have been like a 64, 975 out of 10 instead of like a 10 out of 10. Also, it's very easy to say like L rating in the comments when they don't even explain why they give it the rating that they did. Anyways, I'm overthinking this way too much. Okay, so I might get some slack for this, but the other music related TikTok account that low-key pisses me the fuck off is the NFL podcast, and let me explain, okay? So you know how those Alpha Male podcasts do their long podcast episodes and then make like little TikToks out of them to get some exposure and like also comment baits and get some engagement? That's basically what they do, but instead of them having like terrible takes about women, they just, again, ice cold takes about music, rap music mostly. My main problem with that is just, they just don't really give out any sort of a discussion or any sort of opinion about music. All they do is rank rappers, make tier lists, and then like say fun facts, which basically all boil down to, did you know that if you play Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers by Kendrick Lamar backwards, your wife still won't come back? And they like don't even discuss why they like the stuff that they do and why they don't like the stuff that they don't. They just say no, it's so overrated. Like the most thing they can say is, bro, I love the beat, and Travis on the track is amazing. These videos are also so comment baity in my opinion, because all they do is rank stuff, and every single ranking on TikTok gets a reaction like R rating or XYZ better or something. So I've actually checked out their podcast, and from the titles and thumbnails, it's basically the same thing. It's top lists, rank lists, tier lists, rating brackets, and hip-hop news. They actually do have some episodes where they talk about subjects instead of just ranking stuff. For example, they did a video titled "Why Hip-Hop Isn't the Same Anymore," and they actually bring some valid points up throughout the video, like how hip-hop nowadays now revolves around mostly trends, and modern hip-hop artists don't have the longevity, which are actually good and like valid arguments. They don't just post it on their TikTok because, you know, they get no engagement with that, I guess. Anyways, the NFL podcast guys don't piss me off as much. They seem like sweet guys, and they are not that harmful, to be honest. Like, So what was the point in all of this? I honestly don't exactly know. I guess just my experiences with lazy content and my take on the subject. Again, don't send hate to any of these people. I know you won't because there are like 150 of you. Also, I don't have really a problem with lazy content. Like, everyone has to make a living, and if you do any of these things like reaction videos or like whatever, like, I'm not judging. Yes, I am judging, but at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter. But whatever, I hope you enjoyed this video or something. Give it a thumb up your ass.